Hey YouTube, Dan Ottawa here, the best third slash fourth tier Pokemon Go battler in the world, coming at you with a Go Fest recap. But before we start that, I posted this Saturday morning on my YouTube posts. I hit Legend for the season. It is the fourth time in a row, seasons 5 through 8, and my fifth time overall because I hit it in season 3 as well. So I was very happy to do that. The video with the team is coming out tomorrow, Tuesday, 7:30 a.m. Eastern time. Um, it's a it's a team, but it's two teams because I started with one. I went from 2700 to 2850, and then I started seeing a Pokemon that destroyed my team, and I went 1-4, so it's down to 2800. So I made a slight adjustment to my team, and then in the next 7 sets, I got to 3039. So 12 sets to get from 2700 to 3039. Yeah, so that team will be featured tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But I wanted to go over GoFest because we just had GoFest. It's Sunday night here, and overall, I think it was a great success. I'm going to go over the pros and cons, show you guys my shinies that I got, show you guys the legendaries that I caught, and just talk about what I liked about the event, and then some things that could use some tweak in the future. But overall, for $5, well worth the event in my opinion. So let's start with my shinies because I'm not a shiny hunter. I started the game too late, December 2018, to care about all the shinies. I don't have access to grind for hours for shinies. I don't like the random generation of shinies. So I'm not a shiny hunter. That said, I got 25 to 30 shinies. So overall, it was a very strong shiny day. I know the last one I got, which is today, the unknown, I know that's pretty rare. So that's pretty cool. I also got Throw on my second day. So those are my two second day shinies while we were raiding. And then I got a few others. I got this Jameco. I got 4 of them. And it's such a nice color. I was like, wow, this is a really cool shiny. So there's the second one. The Executor, that's my second or third. Snivy Community Day is So What. There's the third one. Sluggoth had a community day, so I've already had one of those. Beldum. So a lot of these are repeats. Sableye, I caught 2, and I already had one before. Roggenrola, this was a nice one that I did not have, so that was a nice little find for me. Carvana, I've already had like 3 of them. I did get 2. I got 3 Pikachu's with the hats actually. So if you need an extra one, and Scorpy was the one that a lot of people were searching for too that I ended up getting. Audino, this one was pretty cool as well. I was like, that's a nice color. And we'll go over that in a second. Jigglypuff. I forget if I've had a Jigglypuff already. So there's my second Sableye that I got. Gible. Fourth one there. And a couple Swablu's, yeah, in the back end here. Oops. And then there's a couple more. Phoebus, I already have 4. And Swablu again. And then I think the Whismer. This was a nice catch early on. I caught this and my, there's Meryl, and then the Shiny Hat Pikachu. I think Shiny Hat Pikachu was like my second Pokemon that I looked at, and it was a Shiny. I was like, oh, sweet. So that's pretty cool with the Shinies. So I'm not a Shiny hunter. I am a PvP Legendary hunter. And unfortunately, I had a terrible time with IVs. So I did a lot of legendary raids, so I'm going to show you them. And I did 3 lucky trades at the end of the day to try and get a good Yveltal. That is not that. Legendary, not legend. So I tried to do 3 lucky trades, and I don't know, just random rolls. This was pretty much my entire day. Was just 3 stars, but nothing that will do good in PvP. Like you're looking for hundos or like 98s, 96s. And it was just terrible. And there's nothing you could do about that. Like, I don't blame the second day. I didn't get any shinies either. A lot of people were having trouble getting shinies and legendaries. Same thing with the people we played with. I was playing all day for all 8 hours, and there's only a couple who actually got shiny legendaries. But yeah, so maybe I know the shiny rate was normal for the legendary, so it was just random luck, right? So and again, that's why I don't care about shinies because it's just random luck. But yeah, I really wish I could have got a. I was looking for Palkia. I was looking for Yveltal. I was looking for Giratina Altered. And even the Latios and Latias for certain events, and I just could not get a good roll on any of these IVs on these catches. So that's unfortunate, but you know what? it was fun. Having all those available was very, very cool. We're going to go over some of the pros and cons of the event. So let's start with uh, what I think is one of the pros, and that is right here. These four Pokemon were spawning a lot. Kameko, 1,000 dust per catch. Audino, 2,100 dust per catch. And they were spawning regularly. And then they had certain, like when you hit certain things, you get like, one was, I think, 5+ candies, and one was 500 plus Stardust per catch. So I racked up hundreds and hundreds of thousands of Stardust during this event. Probably we're looking probably north of 500,000. So that was great to see the ability for you to get dust during this event. So I dust and the XP, because you got like XP bonuses plus you got 20,000 per raid the second day. So from a dust and XP perspective alone, you really got value out of this, and so they did a really good job there for that. The second thing I'm gonna showcase is this. This cave hour. It happened twice. Was possibly one of the best hours I've ever played in Pokemon Go, because look at what you have on that board: Snorlax, Ralt, Sableye, Beldum, Gible, Roggenrola, Joltik, Galarian Stunfisk, Dino, and then the Incense, Gardevoir, and Galvantula. So this was one of my best. Like I went so hard during these hours. And there's a couple of the other hours, like the Forest hour. That was kind of like they were letdowns because I didn't really care about any of the Pokemon. But it was actually kind of nice because those were the hours that I would like go home, go to the washroom, have lunch. So you kind of needed that because you were going so hard during this hour trying to get all these. So it's kind of nice to have that sort of in between break on the down hours. So and they spaced it out. They had like a really really good one, and then like a man one, and then the other really good one, and then a man one. So you can kind of break off the grind. So I think they did that on purpose, and I liked it overall. So all the pros that I just mentioned: good shiny rate, wide variety of legendaries, the dust and the XP gain from the widely available, and the couple crazy hours, which is good. So let's go to the bad. Here is what is on the screen. This is what it was. Oh no, come forward. It was so funny. Forward, move up. Forward, move up. Because it was essentially a Gible community day. I saw the first hour of this cave habitat. I saw 3 dinos and 60 to 70 Gible. And in the second hour, I saw 8 to 10 dinos and another 60 to 70 Gible. And it's just like, we just had a Gible community day. You talked about Dino, and it's like, why are we seeing so many Gibles? And it was bad. They were all over the place. I've never been so pissed off to see Gible in my life. So that was unfortunately the bad. The second part of the bad is this boosted Incense, where I can cover Umbreon because I didn't see one. All the Eevee evolutions, I saw Leafeon like 3 times. I saw 2 Flareons, no Umbreons, 1 Vaporeon. I saw no Tyrannitars, which are supposed to be boosted. I saw only 1 or 2 Galvantulas. Basically, these boosted Incense spawns were non-existent. I thought maybe it was just like me getting randomly just did not. I know a couple people who ran, like I didn't ran into any Tyrannitars. I know a couple people who ran into like 1 or 2. But for like something that's supposed to be boosted Incense spawns, like last year, the boosted Incense spawns, you were getting boosted Incense spawns like dozens per like day. And I didn't get like 1 over 2 days. So that boosted Incense really kind of was like kind of upsetting me. So that was the second issue. The third issue, let's just bring up and this comes down to where you play. And I wasn't even in a bad spot. So I was at a sports complex where there are 5 gyms. So 5 gyms, enough people to deal with the gyms. The problem is you have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Pokemon that could potentially spawn. So in those 5 gyms, so how it works is it's a 5-minute countdown and it's a 20-minute egg. So realistically, for one gym between the 5 and 20, you're gonna have 2 Pokemon, maybe 3 if you ended at a cycle per gym per hour. So in one of the 5s, we had 3 Regirock and no, I don't even think we saw Groudon on our thing. So we saw 3 Regirocks on Entei and the 1-star raids. The Ponyta, Galarian Zigzagoon, Dino. And when it's a raid hour that you're promoting these legendaries, to not see the majority of them. I saw 1 Moltres today, I saw 1 Groudon today, I saw 1 Heatran today, and it's just like it was rough. Like if you had a specific, like I wanted to go after Yveltal. And that was the sort of another issue, not related to Pokemon Go itself, but the Discords and all these apps were either in slow mode because they didn't want to get over like crash with all the people spamming these raids, or they did crash if they tried to let them go. And so I was trying to get Yveltals all day, and I ended up doing 3 raids overall. And I wanted to do like 20 to 30, but it just, so again, and this is me in a 5 gym area that is all walkable. But if you live in a rural community, you're screwed. You're relying on your remote raids and hoping that you have friends that can invite you nonstop. I'm sure those of you who have 10 to 20 gyms in like a super downtown community probably didn't have this issue, but it was a real issue from where we were. So like I said, I did do enough raids because I had set up a couple of Discords before saying like, let's invite each other. Plus I have just a lot of like active friends that I always have my status online. They just kind of throw the invite into me because I'm level 47 and I have pretty good like Pokemon. So overall, I'm still happy with the raid hour. Like it's not like I didn't get to raid these things. I did get to raid Palkia multiple times, Yveltal a couple times. Dialga we didn't see. No Dialga popped where we were. So again, it's like that. It's like when you have these like big names that everyone wants, and even at 5 gyms you can't get them over 2 hours. It's kind of disappointing. So I wish that they either limit the amount of because there's 9 here, right? 6, 9. So there's 9 plus the 3. So you have a chance of 12 different Pokemon spawning over 1 hour. So maybe there needs to lower the amount, or I don't know. Like it just seemed like I did not get the access to the Pokemon I wanted. But other than that, that was basically my only issues with the event. Overall, I honestly, this shouldn't be a pro. The lag was not as bad as I expected it to be, but it is a huge pro because last year there was a ton of lag, and the servers were burning out. This year, I expected more people to play, it was not as buggy as I expected it to be. So that was a big pro. So overall, good event. Very happy with how it turned out. Again, lots of shinies, no hundos, no hundos at all. Not even really good IVs because I was looking for Skarmy, I was looking for PvP, I was looking for Skarmy, I was looking for Galarian Stunfisk, I was looking for Joltik / Galvantula, and none of those. I don't think I had one over 90. So that was kind of disappointing. But again, that's kind of just the luck of the draw. But anyways, great event. These big events are, in my opinion, really worth it, especially if you put in any sort of time into Pokemon Go. That's the thing. Like between my battles and spinning stops and sending out gifts and raiding and doing these videos, I spend a lot of time on Pokemon Go. So to spend $5 on a weekend to get all this is a great deal. So that's it. Um, how was your Go Fest? Let me know in the comments below how you guys did, and we will get back into the PvP videos tomorrow. Like I said, 7:30. You will see my run to Legend, and then I got one more team that I'm trying out. I went 4-1 today with it, so I'm gonna try it tomorrow to see if it holds up, and then if it does, I will showcase that on Wednesday, and then maybe showcase a couple of your submissions because I received a couple submissions. I just need to go through them, and then the following week is the next Ultra League one. So we're going to get into that and some tips on that and team building and stuff like that. So that's it. Thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate you stopping by and hitting the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one.